So you were responsible for putting in that cinder track.
That's right.
You said you brought in a,
We brought in for the illuminating time, they had cinders from their furnace. And we put them down, and the kids used rakes, raked out the big clinkers, threw them away, and we had a track.
I'll be dying. That's amazing. So that's the reason for those long pointy spikes in those days, wasn't it?
That's right.
I remember those track shoes. Yeah,
Yes.
that's great. So you came up, Patterson was superintendent. How long, I mean, you obviously went on an interview with him and maybe a couple other people. How long before you got hired before that? I mean, it was probably just like that.
Yeah, well, we were hired, right? Jack recommended me, and I think I was hired. I replaced two icons at Bay. John Schallenberger was the phys ed guy. He was well known all
I replaced
as a
John.
gymnast, right?
I replaced
Yeah,
John.
I
So I
like
started my career teaching, replacing John Schallenberger.
And of course, Bob Kitzrow was a track coach.
Yep.
And Bob was immensely popular. So I was filling some pretty big shoes.
Yeah, you were.
And I will tell you this, Jack Llewellyn really was such a mentor to me. He promoted everything that I did. He backed me in everything. He taught guys to come out for track that were football players, and he was just fantastic. And he's probably the greatest motivator that I've ever known.
Was Cy Lippi on board then?
Yes, I was still here.
Cy was still, that was it. I'll tell you what, you know what, and I went, and I'm just adding this in here real quick, I know it's your show. I went to the old high school from grade 7 through 12. That was let's see, 57 to 62. I went 6 years to that high school. Had many role models, and it was just an awesome experience.
I had
But that coaching staff, going back to that football, it was unbelievable.
It's an all-star
Llewellyn,
cast. All-star
Lippi,
cast.
Kitzrow, was Seacrest on there too?
Kitzrow was the defensive coach. Lippi was, I think, offensive line coach, and Jack was the head coach. I don't know any other people. That were on that
I want to
team.
say Homer Seacrest was in there too.
Homer was the athletic director when I was.
Okay, Homer
when I
was the
came in
athletic
there.
director.
Right.
Unbelievable coaching staff at that time. Had the most respect of any of the schools around there. It was terrific.
Jack was probably the most well-known coach in the state.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's terrific.